Shalom u'bracha, peace and blessings. This week's Torah reading, Parshas Vayakhel Pekudei, is a combined Torah reading. It's actually two separate portions that are read together this year. Vayakhel means and he gathered. Pekudei means and he counted. The Torah reading begins with Moshe bringing together the children of Israel to preach yet another time about Shabbat, about the importance of the Sabbath in the tapestry of Jewish life. He then continues to talk about God's instructions regarding the Mishkan, this project that has been ongoing during the narrative, the construction of the portable sanctuary. He tells them what's needed, and what happens next is nothing more than amazing. He makes an announcement: stop giving, don't give anymore, you've given enough, we have more than we can use. An amazing event. I think there are a lot of organizations, a lot of charitable organizations, that would like to be in that position. The construction of the Mishkan continues, as well as its vessels, the vestments, the furnishings, and so on and so forth. In Parshas Pekudei, in the second portion that we read this weekend, there is a detailed accounting on the part of Moshe Rabbeinu, on the part of Moses, that seems to be a spontaneous action on his part. And there's not a mandate from God to do so. The Medrash tells us that there were those who were critical of Moshe and were saying he's probably got his finger in the till. He's probably taking from public funds to support or augment his lifestyle. Moshe was so concerned about the integrity of this project that he, on his own, without being told, did a public accounting so no one could, God forbid, think that the funds were being used inappropriately. Now, I want to take these two facts that are anomalous in charitable work and see if possibly they have one to do with the other. The project is initiated. There's excitement about the project. People start giving, and the excitement doesn't stop. It builds to a point where Moshe is forced to make a public announcement. Don't give any more. We can't utilize any more donations. And Moshe spontaneously, without a government mandate or a God mandate to do so, decides to account for every single donation, and that accounting is recorded in the Torah in detail. I wonder if these two events are not interrelated. Please allow me to explain. One can argue that Moshe was protecting himself and his reputation by doing this audit. We're told, V'yisem nikiem livnei Hashem v'yadam. You should be clean in front of God and humanity. And it's quite possible, and would be very admirable, that Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses our teacher, was modeling that behavior. Don't put yourself in a situation where there will even be an appearance of impropriety. And this in and of itself is a lesson for us on a personal level. But I believe that there is a leadership lesson here as well. So often we see projects begin and everybody is excited and people take leadership roles, which is very admirable, and take on a proprietorship that gets to a point where it's perceived as their private domain and others are not entitled to information. Perhaps Moshe realized that by maintaining total transparency throughout the project, that the excitement and the willingness of people to support and partner in the endeavor by supporting it fiscally was maintained. And if we don't do this voluntarily, if we don't do this without being mandated to do so, if we don't explain to people, this is where your donations are going, these are the works that they're supporting, these are the needs going forward, we don't give them the opportunity to partner with us. And perhaps the lesson from Vayakhel Pekudei is, gather the people, speak to them, tell them your dreams, tell them your aspirations, tell them the needs, let them rise to the occasion, and when they do, acknowledge their partnership in the endeavor with transparency, and they will continue to rise to the occasion. Shabbat Shalom. May the spirit of Shabbat bring peace and harmony into your life. Vayakhel, may you gather those you love and speak to each other about the important things in your life. Pekudei, may you have the opportunity to do an accounting of all the wonderful things, all the blessings that God has brought into your life.